One thing.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to VLSI for all. Today we have Indu Kumari ma'am with us. She did his master's from IIT Mandi and currently working in SYNOPSYS as an analog and mixed signal design engineer. So, ma'am, I have gone through your LinkedIn profile and I have seen that you have achieved so many positions there. So, let's start with your brief introduction. So, kindly can you tell us about your brief introduction and educational background from 12 to M10?
All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Indu. As my native place is Mathura, I've done my 12th in 2009. And with the percentage is needed 67. 67. And thereafter, I came to Delhi for my GATE preparation. I tried for the in Indian Engineering Services as well, but couldn't make it. So I joined IIT Mandi for MTech in VLSI. As that time, VLSI is on top as a branch. So for everyone who has done his or her BTech from electronics engineering, they always dreamed for the VLSI branch if they are willing to do masters, either microelectronics or the VLSI. This is the first choice. When I came to Mandi, the beautiful place, Himachal, the morning is very nice here.
Yes, sir.
I finished my master in 2018. My dissertation was in fabrication. So everything that I have done is in fabrication. So a vast experience in fabrication tools like lithography, sputtering. There are many XRD, sorry. So if I say that I got this analog design engineer job is because of my dissertation, there is a very big no. It's just because I wanted to do something in design. Like this amplifier is very, attractive thing. While in fact, during the preparation or in the MTech also, when we see this op-amp, everything is very easy at the graduation level because the gain is infinity, everything is infinity. So, so this is one of the things that attract me. Okay, let's study the design instead of this fabrication. And one more disadvantage of fabrication is the process is very lengthy. If you, in fact, if you fail at the end, you have to start from the zero.
Yeah.
So this is one of the disadvantage, but I learned a lot in my through my dissertation. So at the time of my master, at end of my master, I have one offer in my hand because for nobody hires fabrication people for the design.
And there are also very less vacancies in this position. At that time.
Yes, very less vacancies. So and in fact, we can count the companies on fingers for the fabrication thing. To make my resume better, I did few internship like Semiconductor Mohali, which comes under ISRO. I did my internship there. So the main motivation of working as an analog designer comes from here, even though this unit is for the fabrication, famous for fabrication. If you see that floor, if you get a chance to see the Semiconductor Mohali, if you see the floor, at every desk, they will have this analog design by Behzad Razavi and this red, green highlighting. When I came back to my college, I decided that I'll work as an analog designer, no more fabrication. The jobs are very less. No, and in fact, I gave so many interviews during my master's. But when the time came that I have done my dissertation in fabrication, this first question came as, then why designer?
Yes. Yeah.
And if you wanted to work as a designer, then why we have done your dissertation in fabrication? In IITs, there is rule that one professor cannot take greater than X number of students. So during my time, there were only two faculty members who are working on this design part. So I left with the fabrication faculty.
Okay.
So no choice was there.
Means
No
in
questions
that time only you learned all these things for preparation for interview purposes.
So I did my interview and all everything by my own. So
Okay,
after
okay.
coming back from this semiconductor Mohali, I bought this Behzad Razavi book, and there are number of lectures, plenty of lectures available on YouTube, NPTEL, and Behzad Razavi's lectures. So I'm sorry, it helps a lot.
So
Then I got one offer from
yeah.
SANKALP Semiconductor.
Mhm.
At the same time, I have qualified my one of the exam that I have given during my Delhi preparation, that is BSNL as a JTU.
Which exam, ma'am?
JT, it's BSNL,
Okay,
BSNL,
okay, BSNL.
Junior Technical Officer.
Mhm.
So there is a pressure from my family that you have to do the government job.
Or private job in
Oh,
this. Yeah.
no, private job is not allowed. You have to do government job.
Okay,
And
okay.
you know, in that time I have to decide what I have to do. So this is a very long story. Otherwise, this interview would be
Yeah,
very
yeah.
long.
I
Hmm.
understand means how difficult it for you to choose between these things.
So I mean, respect my father. I worked for BSNL 2 days.
Okay. He also said means you means did his job like he wanted you to work in a government company, then you work 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he is not aware that I resigned and flew to Kolkata and joined a private company. After 2 months, he got to know that I have resigned.
Okay.
So in Kolkata, in Sankalp, I work as an analog designer. So Sankalp is a very good firm for a learners. If there is any fresher people, if they want to join, then they can join Sankalp Semiconductor. Even though they are not providing very good sum amount, but the kind of knowledge they are providing, it is very useful for the further career, like for switching. So, due to some family conditions, I switched in just 8 months in
Okay.
Synopsys, again as an analog designer, just because it was 8 months. So, Synopsys didn't consider that as a experience. And after in Sankalp, I worked on this operational amplifier, various operational amplifiers. In fact, every week we are designing operational amplifier.
Okay.
So
Means
in
you worked a lot on op-amps,
yeah, so
amplifiers.
in the starting, they started from root, like characterization of the devices,
Mhm.
resistance characterization, MOS characterizations, and then they came to the current mirrors. So we have designed the different current mirrors, simple, cascade, low voltage current mirror, and then we came to this operational amplifier. So all this topologies that are available in Razavi, we have designed there with different specifications. And after that, my manager gave me some specification for 50 picofarads. There I found a lot because 50 picofarad of load with less current, the settling was very difficult. That is the thing in there. And in Synopsys, I'm working in PLLT,
Yeah.
phase locked loop. Here I worked on charge pump, and I mean the all the blocks that associated with the PLL, charge pump and voltage, this band gap references,
Mhm.
outclocks, and suppre scaler, and a little bit exposure of the VCO, the coarse tuning, fine tuning, inductor, how the inductor dimension has, So I know it's not brief. That's
No,
all.
ma'am. It means these are the experiences which are we are getting from you. So it's very good. Like means all of the audience which are seeing like what are the things they have to do as an analog design engineer. Like they have to work on characterization and made amplifiers regarding their work on op amps and the analog circuits. like this?
If somebody is starting their career, then they should know the proper about the this components, resistance, capacitance. If they don't know about the component itself, then how would they design the amplifier?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So, ma'am, means I have a question, and also many students have this question. Like, does the tag matters? IIT tag matters in companies. Like, whenever companies came in the campuses. So, if one is from the third means second tier college, or one is from NIT or IIT. So, does the means tag matters? Means college tag
Honestly
matters.
speaking, in my team, I think the new teammates, those are coming, they don't know from where I am. So
Okay.
hardly it matters. The thing that matters in the company, that how do you work. Tag doesn't matter. Tag matters at the time of entry.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will be honest. At the time of entry, it matters. But when you enter in the industry, tag doesn't matter. Remove your tag and you have to work, whether you are from IIT, NIT, or in a private college, wherever you are. Tag doesn't matter after entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a game.
Okay, okay. Means you have to enter at the industry uh,
Yes, yes.
from the off campus, in campus, or anything like that. After that, all are in the same line. Means
See, I am the student of first batch in IIT Mandi. No company came for the recruitment.
okay, okay,
So we were 9 students, and all got placed on themselves, on their own efforts. I got SANKALP on my own efforts.
okay,
College
okay. Means
doesn't
you
say
applied there off
roll up.
campus.
Yes, yes, on LinkedIn.
Okay, okay. Yeah, understand.
So
Ma'am,
I just
yeah.
wanted to add one thing, that if somebody is looking for a job, they should use LinkedIn very wisely. It's a very good platform.
Okay, okay. Means I am also noted this, and I will ping this in the means when we post this video, na. So we'll ping these links so that it will help other students also to means see the things and read blogs related to their this.
In fact, in the synopsis also, I came through LinkedIn.
Okay.
And you can't believe that my Facebook is replaced by LinkedIn nowadays. Actually.
Yes, I understand. So, ma'am, you also did like so many internships, like in SCL and ISRO. I think
Hmm.
you have done now. So, means how was your experience there, or what are the other languages you learned, or other skills there? Can you share those experiences?
Yeah, I shared it now. See, those that internship during the bachelor's, this is my father is in railway, so he emphasized do your internship in railway. So I did in railway, and that was an optical fibers, no use.
Okay, okay.
In it's
Yeah.
just that it helped in understanding me the communication system while my preparation.
Mm-hmm.
We have an optical fiber chapter. So I remember my optical fiber internship while studying the this optical communication. And this refinery training doesn't help much. It just I got an offer to see this petrol tank from inside. That's it. But yes, the semiconductor Mohali lab is gives the right turn to my future. So it helps me to for the deciding factor, that sometime if you have a choice, it is very difficult to decide whether I should take this one or that one. So when you have a little kick that you should take this, that will be very helpful. So SCL work as this little kick
Yes.
for me.
I think that is the turning point of your life when you
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
those
you can say
like
that.
in which line you have to make career.
In fact, that's very interesting. I didn't share online. When I resigned from BSNL, I sat on bus stop for at least 2 hours just to decide whether should I take my flight or should I go back.
Means you took so many decisions at that time, so you are in this position right now. The critical
Yes,
decisions you took there.
And for all my decision, my father said, you will be responsible. So you can't take decision just by thinking, let's do that. You have to think for at least 2 or 3 years के बारे में थोड़ा सा सोचना चाहिए कि what will be the impact of your decision in your surrounding, because your one decision will impact others as well.
What I think, ma'am, what you are telling now, this will inspire other students also, and it is inspiring me also. Means for doing all those things with my mindset, like not like copying other things. Like, okay, he is doing this, so I have to go this. If my passion in anything, then to start from there itself. So,
thank you.
Yes, sir. So, ma'am, like you are working as an analog and mixed design engineer, and if anyone want to become this, because there are so very less students who wanted to go there. So, what are the type of skills industry needed if you have to just take a job in analog and mixed design engineer as a?
See, there is no such any this skill take this skill, nothing else. It just be able to crack any of the interview that is related with the analog and mixed signal designer, along with the basics of your this electrical network theory that includes RLC circuits, charging and discharging. This is the must.
Yes.
For analog. I mean, this is must. You should know how capacitor are charging and discharging when they are keeping in any circuit. What happen if the exchange of the position of cap and resistance? These are the basic things. If somebody is working in analog designer, they should know the capacitor behavior.
Because parasitics are there, na? And parasitics are RC circuit only. So, like I talk to many like who are placed in Synopsys also, but for design verification engineer and article engineer. So they told me, like, if you want to become a design verification engineer, then these are the skills. You need to have a good command on Verilog, one scripting language, EDC analog should be great, and means these type of skill set. So means any for analog design engineer, should be there any skill set if you are telling like for analog is must, EDC is there, scripting language is there, like that, or only these type of things if you are good in basic analog and you understand the component.
What analog designer will do with the scripting language? So circuit is on the screen.
It will not.
Circuit is on the screen. There is very little programming. Like if you understand C, you can understand the basic else loop, for loop, while loop. So sometimes there are some widget in the circuit, so you need to just open the code. So that's very basic, very basic. Verilogs, very if else loop, while loop. That's it. Not a very big. I hate coding.
That's why you choose this.
No, this is not the reason. But this coding is not my cup of tea for sitting on a computer for long hours. Typing.
I think everyone, there are so many students who think like if you go in EC or EE, we have to work less on coding part and work more on hardware part. But actually when they come in the bachelor level and studying BTech right now or MTech, then they feel, okay, there is so much coding there in the curriculum itself. So
I agree. In my curriculum also, there were a lot of coding.
Yes.
A lot of coding, Verilog there, Python was there. So many languages were there. I was having very low grades on those subjects.
Ma'am, like right now there is a trend in the semiconductor industry. In India, it is booming now. So there are so many openings in the companies. So means bachelor BTech students also will be able to take vacancies, and industries wanted bachelor students. So ma'am, can you tell some tips like from the second year, from the first year itself, what one can do so that at the end of his bachelor degree or at the end of third year, so that he can get a good internship in the company? So what he can follow?
He should follow his curriculum.
Ma'am, but there are so
For the
many
core subject.
colleges also.
For the core subjects only. For the core subjects only.
Okay.
Like core subject that is related to EC. Not I'm not talking about communication. I'm not talking about electromagnetic theory. If somebody wants to pursue their career in analog and design engineer, they should focus on ESD, the device physics, and this analog designer, whatever the subject will be there. Because without device physics, design cannot be possible. See, you need to understand both the things, how electron holes are moving in the MOSFET. Otherwise, people will not be able to design a circuit. Device physics is also important, but not very extensively. What I can see that people are reading, if they are reading, students, there is a problem with the students. If you tell them ESD is important, they will go in the ESD like a C.
Yeah.
They'll everything they'll read. See, there is PN junction, simple PN junction. There are very, very basic concepts related to PN junction. Just read that. You don't need to publish a research paper on PN junction.
Yes, ma'am. It's all. So, ma'am, I think you described a lot. If one have to go in an analog design engineer, so he just have to focus on basic things. So, like, what are the
fresher?
Yeah, for fresher.
For fresher, just focus on your basics, on RLC networks, on device physics. And when I'm saying device physics is related to PN junction and MOSFET, because this is the era of MOSFETs, FinFETs. Just read about, if you are giving any interview, just read about the latest technology. It will be a plus point, like FinFETs. Double gate. Nowadays, people are using in their device double gate. 2 gates are there. And capacitor. There are different kinds of capacitor. It's just a extra. If you have complete your basic, just add this after completing your 8. What people can do, they will read the extra part first.
Okay, and the most important part, that is the basic things they don't know. Like
they don't
how it is working.
So they will not be able to clear the first round of the interview. What is the extra thing? It is for the last round. They have not prepared for the first round. They have prepared for the last round.
Yes, I have also faced these things and also seen students who are doing these things.
In fact, sometimes I suggested there are this USGB and SATA PCI 3. So sometimes I say that just for the 4th round, you just prepare these bandwidths for this and they prepare that part first, left the remaining part.
Yes. So I think we have discussed all the things, but one more thing, ma'am. You explained about how freshers can enter this industry. But my second question is, like, if one is doing MTech, okay, and now he wanted to get analog design engineer job, then what are the extra things he should be do apart from this?
See, the same thing. It just the master's person should know better than a graduate,
Yes.
So if the graduation person is reading about this MOSFET, CV curve only, CV curve, the master person should know more about from the high frequencies. There are many more things for the CV curve. So it's not that something different is coming for the MS or master person. It's just a little advance for the master person and just basic things for the bachelor person. That's it. Just nothing comes, okay, we got something new for the master one. Not like that. Things are same. If somebody is working on a cascode or sometimes they decrease the current, that's it. Supply. Nothing new will come.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, we are in the end of this interview because I think you have said all those things. So we are wrapping up this interview. So could you give some motivation tips to our viewers, so that last motivation tip, so that after watching this, they will feel more confident and do much hard work. Because I know that it is so much easy to means enter in this industry, but people have a very
Survival
less,
is very difficult.
yeah, means in comparison to other jobs, if I'm saying, there is a so much competition there. And in this industry, means industries wanted people who know VLSI, but people or students don't have knowledge or don't have guidance. So can you suggest some final tip for the students?
The first thing is that if you are ready to read for rest of your life, then
Mhm.
enter in a private industry. Otherwise, go for a government job. Because if you are in a private industry, private firm, you have to read for your rest of your life to update yourself, to improvise yourself. Otherwise,
Mhm.
you will be lagging your colleagues or your friend, and then there is a feeling of inferiority complex will come. So if you have capacity, if you are okay that yes, I will read for rest of my life, then we'll come to the private firm. And yes, the motivation is money, of course.
Yes.
No, none of the government job will give you that much handsome amount of money unless you don't have the black money from your government job.
That's the other part of things.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us your time and for sharing your views.
my pleasure.
It will be a
Yeah,
very
actually,
grateful for us also, and for all the viewers who will who wanted to do much more in their life in the VLSI field. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Bye.